and thank you for joining me. So today we're taking a look at doing a love reading, and we're asking, what are their true intentions towards you? And if that doesn't pan out, then we're going to take a look at doing how to find love at the end of the read. Okay, so you might only be interested in like one half of this reading rather than both halves. Okay, right. Now I am using a twin flame deck to begin this read, but obviously don't worry about it. Okay, I'm just using it for the deck, not for the title of the deck. The deck is applicable to everybody who is looking into their romantic connection. Okay, you don't have to be a twin flame. Right, so what's going on for our collective, please? For Monday, the 19th of February, what are their true intentions towards our collective? Okay. Wow. Okay, so your first message that's coming out is, how can you still love me after all that I've done? How can you still love me after all I've done? So this individual, whoever this is that you're dealing with, they do have a full and complete understanding of their part in the situation. Okay, it does heavily imply regret, remorse. Okay, guilty conscience also. Followed up by, I see you in my dreams. So whoever this individual is, they are thinking of you heavy. I mean, I would definitely say with that amount of guilt that they're certainly having issues with their, I mean, if you're in... Not everybody's going to be into their chakras, okay? If you are into their chakras, then definitely their sacral chakra is going to be quite blocked by this point, okay? They're struggling to find any pleasure in anything that they do. And of course, do keep in mind that this energy can be flipped as well, okay? I could be describing you and your own energy. If you're currently struggling to find any pleasure in anything right now, then it could well be, you know, maybe you're needing to look at your sacral chakra and do like a cleansing thing on it or something. Again, if you're into that, okay, not everybody believes in that. That's absolutely fine. No one will ever love me like you do. I mean, it speaks volumes, doesn't it, about the type of cards that are coming out. And this deck, I would say that this deck is quite balanced as well. And it seems to be you getting all of the mopey cards that have come out. Do you know what I mean? I want to tell you how wrong I was. My ego just won't let me admit it. Interesting. So they probably made an assumption on you. Probably misread you. That sort of thing. Misunderstood your intent. Realized that they were wrong. This is full of the whole coulda, woulda, shouldas. Do you know what I mean? Their ego won't let them admit that they made mistakes. So it's like in their head and their heart, they know full well that they were completely either wrong or out of order with something. They know it in their head and their heart, but they can't quite bring themselves to actually say the words, you know. It's like knowing it and then actually saying it are two entirely different things, okay? And that's what they're struggling with. Okay. Quite a lot more cards than I wanted to take out, but we shall see. I'll tell you what, just to keep the table neat, I'll put that one there. Right, what's going on with our collective, please? And what are their true intentions towards our collective? What are their true intentions towards our collective? Cartwheel, journey, travel, possibilities. So they're definitely mulling over the potential that this connection either still has or used to have. Okay. You could be a Pisces, you could be dealing with a Pisces. I don't know why that energy is coming through, it just is, okay? So I just have to go along with it because I am an intuitive reader, okay? I have to give everything that comes out, right? I'm getting that there is something that this person wants to do to, I'm hearing, maintain the momentum. But the problem is, right now, there is no momentum. Do you know what I mean? So it's like they need to go back to square one with something here to put this right with you. If putting it right is even possible. Okay? Remember, I'm just reading the energy. I don't know the specifics of what's transpired between you. Okay? I just have to go by the energy. So it's like they have to go back to square one, begin the momentum, and then maintain it. And they've got a huge problem right now because I don't think that you're speaking to this person. I think that is what's proving a bit of a challenge. It's like, how are they going to get this going again, you know? Okay. Right, let's take a look at your tarot. What's going on here, please, for our collective? How does the relationship or the connection currently stand between these? What are the feelings involved? What are the challenges involved? And what's the advice, please, for our collective that's resonating with this energy? What's going on? Okay. How the connection currently stands, the lovers. Interesting. A choice, polarity, duality, a union. If you're interested in being in a physical union with this individual, then it's very possible with the lovers coming out as the energy of how this connection or relationship currently stands. There's a strong connection here. Very strong. How do you feel about them and your intentions towards them? The Knight of Cups and the Page of Coins. You might have considered reaching out to that person and letting them know that something was okay or that you're okay. Knight of Cups, Page of Coins. In this particular context, the Page of Coins can be like a peace offering, an olive branch, especially when it's right next to the Knight of Cups. It's like you might have grappled with yourself about whether or not you should initiate this or whether you should allow them to initiate this. How they feel about you and their intentions towards you, the High Priest and the Eight of Wands. They're fighting a losing battle. Okay. This person, I'm getting like a really sort of shy type person. I'm getting the energy of someone who gets embarrassed really, really easily. Okay. Not because they're egotistical. It's not that at all. It's just someone who tends to overthink quite a lot. Okay. It's someone who basically assumes that everyone is thinking bad of them all the time. Okay. And I mean, fair play, we've all done that at some point. Okay, like every single one of us at some point has done that. They're needing to put more effort. And again, this is something that we all need to do. They need to put more effort right now in giving basically much less of a shit what other people may or may not think. Okay, because at the moment, others have got a lot of power over this person for that exact reason. Because they put so much energy into worrying about what others think of them. And that's why they get embarrassed really, really quickly. Okay. they're fighting a losing battle, which is actually a really good thing here. Because ideally, yes, they should initiate this. They should. Abso-friggin-lutely. Because ultimately, if they hadn't have been so concerned and paranoid what others were thinking, then they wouldn't have, I'm hearing they took offence at something when no offence was intended. And they felt really stupid for doing that. So with this message of how they're fighting a losing battle, it's like they've tried to be stubborn and withholding. It's not part of a game that they're playing, okay? I'm not getting the energy of that at all. I'm getting the energy of someone who basically is shy and withholding and stubborn, because it's like they have to admit that they were incorrect about something. They have to admit that they were wrong about something. And now they're at that point where they're like, fuck, I was wrong, and I am going to have to admit that I was wrong. And that's hard. You know, that can be hard for a lot of people. It seems to be that this individual has thought of a way where they can rebuild the connection with you. Okay, I'm just noticing the two pillars there behind the High Priest. Okay. And when I looked at those white pillars, I heard rebuild. And it's backed up even further with the fact that the type of clouds behind him are white and fluffy rather than dark and gloomy. Do you know what I mean? So there's new hope here. And this individual that you're dealing with recognizes that if they're really wanting to tap into that potential with the two keys of this connection, they are going to have to make the first move, and they are going to have to face that ego head on. Okay, it's a challenge. The Two of Coins, yeah. Momentum. Literally, I heard the word momentum. And it's a challenge. So that's akin to it coming out in the reverse position when it's a challenge card. Number one, they're needing to start regulating their own emotions. Number two, work on what I said with the whole stop giving so much of a shit what other people may or may not think. Okay, everybody's going to jump to their own conclusions. Let other people get on with it. There's a message here about how balance needs to be brought back in. And at the moment, this energy is not balanced. If it was, that Two of Coins wouldn't be coming out as the challenge card. And they are definitely wanting to fix this. Absolutely. The challenge could also be at this point in time that maybe their priorities are a little bit out of whack. As in they were prioritizing something else when they should have been prioritizing perhaps their own, well, if it's coins, then it's going to be what's going on in their own physical reality. So that's like security. That they should have been prioritizing that. I'm hearing something to do with their plans for the future as well. They should have been prioritizing that. So it could well be that this individual was basically living each day today without having any real plan. I mean, you can do that for a while, but you can't do that for like years and years and years. So they're definitely needing to get back on track with something. And I do feel strongly, collective, that this individual wants to get back on track with you specifically. Now, you could be, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Pisces, a Virgo, a Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, but again, if none of those zodiacs mean anything to you, it's not a problem. Okay, it's just about the energy. Let's see advice here, please. The World. Yeah, the end of a cycle, fixed energy. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus again. Yeah, heavy on the Taurus and Gemini energy for this read. But the advice is literally to close out cycle. And remember that the World is a card of victory. It's like something to do with this particular connection was vitally significant for both of you, because it taught you both so much about yourselves. Because remember, your world is all about the lessons that you've gone through are going to be carried forward into the next chapter of your life, of your journey. Okay. It's closing out a cycle. And like with that being the green man as well, you know, that's growth, abundance, fertility, prosperity. It's welcoming in a brand new beginning. So if this energy has come out and you recognize that as somebody that you genuinely want to be with, yet at the moment you're not with this person, it's very possible that you two will actually end up being together. It's very, very possible. Energy at the bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Someone needs to take charge. But your confusion was coming in because you were like that at one point. Well, am I supposed to take charge, or do I let them take the lead? The answer is to let them take the lead. Because remember, they have to initiate it. That is literally part of their own journey, is to get over that hurdle of their own ego, of having to admit that they were wrong about something. So you see, if you go charging in, you know, arms outstretched, you know, hugs and kisses, this, that and the next, then they haven't done their part, you know what I mean? They haven't gotten over that ego hurdle, right? So what have they actually learned for their own self-growth? Fuck all. You know, what they would have learned is that basically you're going to go running after them. Do you know what I mean? That's not a great thing to be teaching others. This is literally teaching them accountability. I hate to make it sound like that they're a child or a pet or something, but you know, I'm struggling to find a better way of pitting this right now. I have to just go with whatever I'm given. Okay, because the read needs to be coherent. And if you don't understand it, then I've not done my job. So, yeah, definitely hold back. Okay, hold back. Again, it's not playing games. It's not about manipulating the other person. It's nothing like that. It's just literally, look, that's part of their own journey of self-growth. Admitting and being okay with being wrong. And then making amends. Okay, so that was an interesting read. Right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull the How to Find Love spread, and then we're going to look at doing an article to end with. Okay, right, so let me just randomize the cards, clear the deck. Okay, how can our collective find love, please? How can our collective find love? What is stopping our collective from finding love? What can help them to find love? What is the potential outcome and the advice here also for our collective? Okay. Right, what's stopping you from finding love at the moment? The Moon. Fear. Fear of being too deeply emotionally involved with another person. Fear of getting hurt. Fear of what may or may not happen. Straight up, the Moon. That's what's stopping you from finding love. What can help you find love? The Page of Wands. Taking more of a relaxed attitude to love. Okay. Being more adventurous also. Your Page of Wands in this context is very fun, very flirty. Some of you also might actually benefit from tapping more into your cheeky sense of humour as well. Okay, you will actually find that your sense of humor is incredibly attractive. I don't know why that camera's not focusing. It looks really fuzzy to me. I might need to clean the lens. But yeah, that is going to help you out exponentially. Okay. Don't know if you ever heard the phrase of laughing someone's pants off. Okay. That's the page of wands in this context. Okay. Your potential outcome, the page of cups. Yeah. New love. Remember, your page of cups is good news coming in towards you when it pertains to love, romance, children, anything that triggers an emotional response within you. That's the page of cups. That's your potential outcome. You will be glad that you got over this fear of, oh, but what if I get hurt? But what if they betray me? Yeah, they might. They might. But they also might not. And you'd never know until you spend a wee bit more time with them. Your advice, the Tower. Yeah. Time to really radically shake up your old beliefs about love and relationships. The vast majority of people that I'm speaking to have known nothing but hurt and betrayal from partners. And Spirit's telling you here that, look, not everybody is going to be like that. I know it's really, really hard to believe right now. Not everybody is going to be like that. It's time for a radical change with the Tower. Radically change up your thinking. Because remember, your energy that you give off is like a magnet. It is like a magnet. So if you're constantly thinking, oh, I'm going to get hurt. Oh, I'm going to get hurt. Oh, they're going to betray me. If you're constantly thinking that, that's the energy that you're giving off, and what's going to get attracted to that. The exact sort of people that you're afraid of ending up in a relationship with and ending up getting hurt and betrayed. Exactly. Sometimes, yes, people are absolute shits, right? I make no qualms about it. Sometimes, yes, they are. Usually you can see them coming a mile off. All right? Especially with practice as well. You can actually see folks like that a mile off. And you'll know to dodge them, right? So that's going to be a non-issue anyway. And sometimes, yeah, the type of energy that you give off definitely does attract. So through that radical shift, and you're not going to believe this, I know what card is at the bottom of the deck because I can see it. Can you guess what's going to happen after that radical shift? Radical internal shift. 10 of coins. Your lifelong partner. It's the card of families, stability, security, generations. So how to find love? Really do that inner work on why relationships terrify you. You're watching this read because you're wanting to be in a relationship. Otherwise, a love reading would never in a million years have made you click. 10 of coins. One of your apex cards. Absolutely beautiful energy. Okay, right, so with that being said, I think it's time to put a little bit of lighthearted energy back into this read. And I'm going to use one of my cheeky decks. They can get a little bit sweary, okay? So obviously if that sort of thing is offensive to you, then you don't have to listen, okay? What guidance do you have for our collective, please? It's that one there. Life would be a lot more fun if everyone's middle name was motherfucking. Make today fun by silently inserting that word into the name of everyone that you come into contact with. Ben motherfucking Franklin. Yeah, I don't know how many times I can actually say that. That lady from accounting, she's now Carol M. Cooper from accounting, yo. Somehow this makes those financial spreadsheets more bearable, right? It's going to be a great motherfucking day. Yeah. But that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If it has been helpful to you, can you please let me know by dropping a cheeky wee like on the video. That's going to help to keep you engaged with the channel, but it'll also help to push out the message to others who need it as well, okay? If you feel that you need a personal reading, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.